Girl, why'd you get with me? Why'd you do it? You didn't even love me. You didn't like me. You just wanted me to be what you wanted me to be. You wanted me to think what you wanted me to think. You didn't like my rhyme. You didn't like anything. You didn't like the way I thought. All it did was cause friction. We always fought. So what'd you do to me? You kicked me off the very street that night. The only thing I had was $3 in my pocket, my paper and my pen, and the words coming out of my mouth, and my 2 feet and my beat. But it's cool, girl. I had to walk through the fire to feel the heat. You know what? I rose right back up on my feet. You know what? It made me better, aged like fine cheddar. So just remember, I'm a perfect 10 to the end. And these words coming out my mouth ain't never gonna stop, ain't never gonna end. You think you're gonna make them stop? Hell no, shoot straight to the top. I know what you wanted for me in the long run when you kicked me on the street that very night when I only had $3 in my pocket. My paper, my pen, and the words coming out my mouth and my 2 feet and my beat. It's cool, girl. I had to walk through the fire and feel that heat, but I rose right back up on my feet. You know what? Cause I'm better, aged like fine cheddar. But you know what, girl? Only thing you wanted from me was to get locked up, maybe doing time, maybe dying. And you know it's true, girl, and you know I ain't lying. Solid in your eyes, so don't fake that cry. You didn't like my swag, didn't like my shine. You know what? You did it to me tonight when I only had my one shot, my one time. Then you threw me on the street that very night. Girl, why'd you do it to me? You threw me on the street that night when I only had $3 in my pocket. Paper and my pen and the words coming out my mouth and my 2 feet and my beat. You know what? That's cool, girl. I had to walk through that fire. I had to feel that heat. Rose right back up my feet. Even better, aged like fine cheddar. It's cool. I'm a perfect 10 to the end. These words out of my mouth, they never gonna stop me, never gonna end. Cause you knew from the beginning I was a perfect 10. Who's the one crying now? Girl, you know I ain't lying and you know I'm right. What you did to me that night was try to put out my light. When you threw me on the street, tried to put out my light, but I'm gonna let it shine bright.